Yo, internet, what's going on? Welcome back to the John Grave Show. Sorry I had to abruptly end the stream, like or at least the recording last time. Sorry, I keep using stream. Last time because I was kind of running low on time, like when it came to this. I was about to hit the little mark and everything. And I thought it would have taken me more than 10 minutes to get past this part. So yeah, the last thing I want is updating. Say is to upload like a 50-minute video again. Don't want to do that. So basically, my plan today, at the very least, is to get the rest of the plugs. Then afterwards, I'm going to run and yeah, I actually have to go and take care of those weird Birkin monsters. I really don't feel like dealing with, but on the flip side of that, I do get a pretty cool gun. Make some room for it. Oh yeah, it can sit right here. Because this ammo's pretty scarce, but yeah. Okay, so yeah. Today has been a pretty good day. Well, I haven't really been dealing with too many of well, now I've tried to run this part a few more times just to see like how many enemies do I really have to deal with. Like, do I have everything to destroy everything? He's fine. There we go. So, yeah, I really wasn't expecting him to get up there, but let's see, do I have enough room for that? Okay, when I lose this, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, the gun goes down here. Then I have these two spots over here for both of the puzzle pieces. All right, cool. Wait, so did his body fall? Oh yeah, it did. It's pretty interesting. I mean, I've never killed a zombie like on the edge before. I mean, I think that this is literally like, I think that's the only moving platform in the game. So, nope, I'm not grabbing that because if I grab that, I am gonna have some problems. But I'm not gonna, oh, let me go back. There's a cutoff. There we go. I recently just found out that when I was playing offline, I found out that they actually have a set like length, like they can reach the end of it. Like you can actually just like once they dive under, you're free to run back, and when they reemerge, it doesn't stun you, which is a good thing. Getting into these sewers though, is actually pretty crazy how far. Actually, like that actually kind of makes sense as to why this is broken and whatnot, and why most of those guys are KO'd there, because it's like it seems as though as that Birkin like just chased them all the way here, and then all the way up those stairs, and then like just like ripped them asunder. It's really like I forget what I was talking about last time. I think it was differences. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. I kind of need that anyway because I'm gonna have to replenish one of my items here because I know that these dudes are gonna grab me. And there's only really one good item in here, and it's more machine gun bullets. But I really need those. Thank you. And when I like those. There we go. Yeah. Getting past these dudes is not the easiest thing on the planet. Because they're not always in your face, like I really did not want to use one of those, but it's better than nothing. If you don't get over there, girl, because I am not about to die here. There we go. Getting past these dudes like is by far the most difficult thing on the planet. I'm coming back to my knife because I really want that. You are not gonna keep my knife. I want that back. Get up, dude. There we go. I don't gotta deal with those two idiots anymore. There we go. Got my knife back. I swear, like every time like I try and like get and get places like really clutch, it's like the zombies like just come out of nowhere and they really like to just get in my way. And it's like, come on, man, like don't be doing that. And they just do it. They just do it anyways. Super annoying. But we're back here like in this wonderful warehouse, dealing with what was it? Yeah, this is the rook piece. This is the queen piece. We're dealing with. Wait a second. Is that one over there? Yes, it is. See, this is what I was talking about last time. Is like that. You gotta really be careful in this area. Now, I'm not sure if this is a scenario B thing, because I feel like it popped up like in a few scenario A moments when I was coming through here. It's like that there will be just a second zombie just sitting there, and I was like, ugh, like isn't that super annoying? Come on, dude. I know you ain't dead. Come on, man. Well, if I can give this gun one thing, at the very least, for as much as I dislike it, it actually does a fair amount of good damage. There you go. Well, that's not good. There we go. I mean, I specifically don't like to just be cheap and shoot limbs off, but hey, man, it's like I only have like a single bullet like with this gun. And sure, you can say whatever you want about it, about like its fast fire rate and everything, but let's be real, like that gun is not the greatest weapon of all. I mean, I could unlock that door, but there's no real reason for me to do it unless I took the queen piece, which at that point, like, I still needed to get over here, you know. So that really doesn't make much sense. But oh yeah, the other thing that I wanted to talk about yesterday was basically I really like. Not necessarily like the grand changes that have happened so far, like with me going in into the orphanage and everything. But actually, the more that I do play this, though, the more that I can honestly say that they really wanted like this area to be a lot bigger than what the original were, which is just a pathway. Come on, man. I need you to dive down. Thank you. Oh, you're gonna burst up anyway. But I can get away from him now. And hopefully his boys don't show up. But yeah, let me go ahead and get out of here. Because literally, I like the changes that they did with the sewer of actually taking out the spiders and putting in these G adults and whatnot. I gotta get over there. Man. Jesus. They always grab me and make me waste items. Yep, and now I don't gotta deal with that spot anymore. Got everything that I needed. So now that I'm on my way to Birkin, I really have to be honest here, is that okay, playing this as Leon, I've played it a lot with him to know specifically like which item to use to actually damage Birkin a maximum amount, so that I don't have to waste time actually going back and fighting him, or at least hitting him with the container twice. With Claire, on the other hand, it is so random how much I have to hit him because I tried it once where I used some flame rounds, and the flame rounds did enough damage to where that he couldn't necessarily, like, well, I can't say fight back, but it did enough damage to where that, what was it, for him to fall down twice, and then when I hit him with the container, he kind of just fell off, and then I had to shoot him again, which seemed to be a waste of ammo.
All right, Sherry.
However, if there is one lesson that I did learn about doing the Claire B scenario, it is never make machine gun ammo. Only make acid rounds, Because I mean, making handgun bullets in the B scenario, it's possible, but it's not really worth it, because the B scenario, or at least like jumping into the B scenario, all of these guns minus this one are practically pointless. You know, it's sort of like with Leon, like in the boards. Leon actually has a bigger use for all of the boards than what Claire does, because Claire doesn't have to go down, or at least like even if you play the A scenario with Claire, going down the east hallway, the one where Elliot got ripped in half, like that's pointless. Like you don't even like you don't have to go there. Now, honestly, you are kind of forced to go down there, like during the B scenario, because that's where the plug is. I mean, like the power supply is. But other than that, nah. Come on, man. All right, so now I'm on this fight with Dark Enemies. I'm still not sure which gun I Okay, I let the fire do his business. Let the fire just do his business. He'll be over here in a second. 4. Damn, the bomb's gonna run right by you. So I don't gotta, well...
Should have known you would have died.
Yeah, this gun is practically pointless. But, hopefully I can get him within 1. But if not, hopefully hopefully it doesn't take like 3 hits and it's just 2. Because literally, it is possible to beat him without actually beat him here without even firing a bullet on him. You know, but... Let's see, I need... this. Come on, there we go. There we go. Now you sit in the fire. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Specifically, I did enough damage to him to where that he does go down. But I'm not sure if this is enough to actually hit him with the container to knock him off. Well, at least the claw isn't actually hitting me. So at least there's that. Come on, man, come on. Man.
Crane might work. Have I got a surprise for you?
Now, hopefully this is enough to actually keep him down. Because if it's not, I'm gonna have a problem, and I really don't want him to come back. Come on, 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 hit him, hit him, hit him. Gotta fight him twice. Something that I really don't like doing, but yeah. There we go. Which that one right there, now that one kind of tells me that like if I would have just waited just a little longer, probably could have went down, but. Yeah, there we go. You burn. Go down again. There we go.
Alright, time for
Now basically the fight should be over. I don't gotta deal with him anymore. But also on top of that too, it's like I don't have one of the most quintessential items that I need to actually deal with the plant monsters. And I don't like wasting acid rounds here. Yeah, man, you fail. But yeah, like that's basically what that is. I get everything here? Nah, I can get this over here.
Jerry, this is taking forever.
I mean, yeah, like it's useful, but it's not something that really matters in the grand scheme of things. Or at least handguns are not Claire's forte. It's really weird how they sort of did her ammo.
Sherry? Claire? Sherry, are you alright? What are you doing? I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
Mommy?
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry, Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Oh, why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Thank you, Claire.
Scene was, the only thing that's kind of going through my head at the moment is basically,
That cable car.
when did Leon and Ada come through here? Because literally, like, for as much as I like this game story, and I've said this like in the previous video, but I'll say it again, is that the game is really tailor-made to Leon going second. It was like you doing Leon B and then Claire A.
Almost there.
Like, that's kind of how the story is built. Now, for as much as I like this game and I was asking for changes, like specifically like who they fight and everything, it kind of goes into that here, because it's like, okay, now knowing how the story is supposed to play out, all right, Annette runs into possibly Leon second, like she runs into Claire, then runs into Leon, because she was still doing her little thing of checking on the bodies when Ada and Claire were there.
There you go. Just hold on, Sherry, okay? You're gonna be just fine.
No, it's not. One of her eyes are yellow. I never noticed that.
Okay. Better check everything.
I have no reason to go back. So, let me head on down here. Get this thing started.
This tram is bound for
But yeah, like right after these few cutscenes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll explain what I was talking about with the two parts.
Hey. Are you okay?
Jacket's so warm.
Brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, so I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something of yours.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... Hey, Sherry, come here. Hey, hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at Nest.
It's okay. I've got you. Come on.
It's touching to see Claire finally act as a big sister. You know, which kind of makes me think that
I'm
Chris,
getting you treatment.
even
Just hold
though,
on,
you
Sherry.
know,
It's
like
okay.
he was basically all man she had, though it seems though as that like he sort of instills a lot of his personal morals in her. They kind of grew out throughout the Redfield name, so it's pretty interesting to sort of see her actually, you know, like treat Sherry as a big sister, but also at the same time too, it's actually really wonderful to kind of see her like yell at Annette, because I still haven't spoken about that either, but I'll do it like right after this though.
Okay. Here you go. All right. Now what? There's got to be something here. Antiviral agent. That's it. That's got to be it. Hey. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though, okay? I'll be back soon. I promise.
I got my wristband. I should have never read this before. What's say due to an incident in the North area, all Nest personnel are to immediately use the Devil antiviral agent on themselves. Devil is the only way to prevent G mutation. If you have been infected with the G virus, seek help immediately to target and destroy the G cells in your body. This email is automatically generated in the event of an emergency. Please do not reply to this message. All right, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, this is just research information, or well, essentially a map. But you know, but it's pretty interesting to sort of see Claire actually yell at Annette, because you know this is about the wristbands and everything else, general staff that you need the chips and whatnot. But it's pretty interesting to actually see Claire like get mad at Annette, because she's like, well, or at least based on the conversation she had with Claire earlier. I mean, with Sherry earlier, which again I still have to admit that I didn't necessarily. I mean, like for as much as I've been picking with this Resident Evil thing, I still haven't. It still didn't hit me then that Leon and Claire don't have parents, or at the very least like that their parents are passed away and that they're all they got. So this moment of her yelling at Annette actually kind of makes a lot of sense in the grand scheme of like, hey, like I don't have anybody. You know what I mean? Like, my brother's all I got. So it kind of makes sense for her to get mad at Annette when it comes to that. There we go. But yeah, like it kind of makes a lot of sense. But also in the same vein, though, it's like when I was talking about the which part was that? When I was talking about the part when Claire was this is a very ironic message. I always saw that to be more like a cute joke and whatnot, because like whenever it says that, you see a zombie just chomping down on a body and whatnot, but that's neither here nor there. The thing that I was saying about like Sherry being like in the room and whatnot, like with Claire. Okay, I'm just gonna electrocute the dude.
What the hell is up with you?
Yeah, because things are going a little better. Bam. Okay. Even though specifically he might not say, even though technically he might not be dead. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he is dead. But what I was gonna say though was that Leon's scenario is that he has to deal with Birkin. He has to deal with with Birkin there, obviously, right? But then how it plays out, since both of these play off like since these things like that they play out twice, it seems as though is that either Sherry went down there first, then Claire got her out, and then
Your presence is
And then in the
urgently
midst of
requested
that,
for Chief Crawford in the East area.
Ada fell down there, and then on Birkin's way of climbing up again, like Birkin followed them down, and then on the midst of coming up, he kind of what was it? He kind of he kind of just started to attack Leon, and then it kind of went on from there. Or at least that's how it seems to me, because trying to explain this story, I mean, like, I know that they're trying to say that, oh, like, okay, we still have the zapping system, like, there's still the A, B parts and everything, but like, the more that you sit and think about it, it's like, okay, like, there's literally only one way to play the game then, because if you try doing anything different, then it's gonna throw then it will throw an extreme like monkey wrench, like in the storytelling department of this game. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just I'm one of those weirdos out there who actually likes to know the story and whatnot, or at the very least, I like to know the chronological order, because it's sort of like playing Resident Evil 1. Or at least Resident Evil Remake. I mean, even the director's cut, like they all have the exact same problem. Because if you start the game off as if you start the game off as Chris, right? Then Barry's disappeared. Then like say you don't see Barry. However, if you start the game off as Jill, then you never see Rebecca. Now to a certain point, I can kind of understand that, because it's like, okay, this person wasn't there, so therefore, like, how can they know? Obviously, but then in that same breath, though, it's like, wait a second, there has to be a chronological order of events that actually happened. Obviously, but the game itself doesn't want to tell you, and it gets really annoying, you know. So it's really crazy with that. What was the last one? I think it was Yerf. I think the next one is Yerf, like the one that leads down into the into a specific area. That's gonna drive me insane to find the passwords too. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see. Because trying to find the right order of events is always the most annoying thing to do, like, in this game. I mean, like, it took me, like, I want to say, like more than one try to basically figure out, like, okay, what is the best course of action to kind of, or what I should say, like, what is the best course of action to actually, well, not to keep most of my items, keep everything in order, keep it all in check, and not waste my ammo, like, doing everything, because, yeah, man, like, this game is getting a lot of good reviews, but then in most of the good reviews, they always point out the one thing that is pretty evident whenever someone plays this, and it is okay, so what is the best course of action to deal with, or at least, like, save most of your ammo? Like, isn't that just disgusting?
That's terrible.
Now, these codes I'm not too familiar with. I think I remember one, but the second one is very difficult to come by.
No.
But yeah, like, yeah, these guys are really annoying. And they don't go down easy, but yeah, a little fire will show them who's boss. I know for a fact that this guy is not dead, but oh crap. Yeah, I did not mean to waste that, but yeah, at this point, that's all I got. Okay. Let me take you out, and then shoot. Then I'm gonna shoot you again. Because I don't like you. Then afterwards, I'm gonna burn your body. There we go. Hopefully that is enough to kind of get him to go away. Ooh, wonderful. So 2 shocks and then a bullet. Okay. Okay. Now what was this code again for the B scenario? It was 2. Wait, what was it? It was 5048. No, wait. 2048. Okay. Yeah, that's the one to that, but then what's the other one? It was, dang it, I forgot this one. It was 2 dang it. I can't figure it out. This, like, that one's one of the harder ones to kind of come by.
Dispensing solution now.
Okay, let me see if I can try it again. I think I remember it now. What was it? It should be 5, 8, 3, 1. Oh, dang it! I really don't like most of these codes. Well, now the codes here, because like the first one I had to remember due to a pattern. The second one I actually remember because of numbers. And I have a serious problem. Okay, so... Oh, fun fact about Resident Evil is that, I don't know who actually, like, decides, like, who makes the puzzles and whatnot. Yeah, I gotta come back in here for that, for the grenade. But if anybody has played Resident Evil 4, right? One of the hardest puzzles to a lot of people was, it was the, little rotary puzzle. This one and the previous one are so simple that it's really annoying. Now watch this. Blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. And the puzzle's over. It's really crazy because it's like for the other one, like the rotary puzzle, like just move the tiles like in a circle and then you're good. The thing is wonderful, right? But then for this one and the first one, the puzzle was, I think for the first one it was red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. I mean yeah. No, sorry about that. It was red, green, blue. Say red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, red, green. And then that was the end of that. Now I have to deal with one of these punks again. I don't like. But the good thing is that this thing actually does a lot of damage. There we go. I really don't have to worry about nobody. Come on. Char. That's right, you kind of want them to char, because then that means that they will not come back, which is a perfect thing. So now, I'm back like in this wonderful spot again. I have one flash grenade and a bunch of liquors to deal with. But also the good thing about me coming back down here, well, actually, it's nothing good about it, 'cause her weaponry is not good for taking out zombies. And I don't have my magnum with me. And all I have is one bullet. Hopefully I can get over here without triggering them before I come back and blow their heads off. Okay, that one was URF. So here's what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to stay down for a second while I go grab my magnum and blow the brains out, because I really don't want to deal with you guys. Or literally, like, that's kind of Claire's only literally Claire's only defense for taking these boys down is that. So I'm going to put you in the box. I need to keep you out for now. Then along with my knife. But what was the one thing I needed to bring out of here? It was one thing that I really needed. Oh yeah. I need that. Now, this still running regular bullet. Yeah, it's still running handgun bullets. I don't need it carrying that. Wait a second. Do I even have any more of these? Let me see something. Do I even have the explosive bullets on me? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I have 5. Okay. Now let me put. Oh wait, I can't put those in there. Oh, that's right. I was gonna make some acid rounds. God dang it. I am sleepy. I am currently doing this at like 10 in the morning when I should be asleep. Because I work night shifts. But at least they're still giving me flame rounds at the very least. So I'm happy for that. And they gave me another knife. Sweet. But yeah, I'm about to come and take care of this problem really quickly. Which literally I only have 3 problems to deal with. Save those for later because those will be useful like at the end of the game. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Well, I can put you away, and I don't have to worry about you for a while. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna keep it on me because there's another zombie that I really gotta like that I'm not too sure about. I should shoot that guy in the head, but I know that technically he's not gonna get up, so basically it is whatever. Yeah, this is what I need. Oh boy. Yeah, these are literally the last few enemies that I really have to worry about. Come on, bud. Well, that threw a whole monkey wrench in my plans. Yeah, just let you cue him to death. Yeah, there's another blue herb upstairs, so I'm not gonna waste my time like leaving that out. So yeah, I don't need that. Okay, Dr. Lee's emails, not important.
New messages.
Honestly, honestly, if I play this and I do the B scenarios, or at least like if I do Claire A, Leon B, then most likely I do plan on actually running through this properly and reading every reading every file and everything, and giving all my wonderful tidbits and knowledge for what happened like in the originals. But yeah, as for now, like, this is literally like just me just running through the game, solving every puzzle, and just trying to not die as best as I can. But you know, okay. However, how this is going, I might have to end it before I run into Birkin, because, or at least before I fight Birkin, because I have about 20 more minutes, and my next stop might be outside of the lab, like when you are preparing to fight him. So yeah, the liquors are dead. I don't gotta worry about that anymore, which means that the only thing I gotta deal with now is like a few angry zombies. Actually, what's up here? Actually, no, there's nothing important over there. If I would have came this way, I probably should never cut the lights on, because there is an enemy that there is a plant zombie called, at least Ivy, that is over there, that's triggered by Was it? Is triggered by. Oh yeah, that's what's up there. It's some gunpowder that I don't need. But yeah. I'm supposed to head up there. I deal with a few other enemies, and then that's about it. Other than that, yeah, let me come grab this grenade because that thing is really useful. I do miss that this area, it used to be one giant ladder that led to another spot, and also the gas. Yeah, that's about the that's about the mixing. So sorry, I got that. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Now, I really don't like the fact that they just spawn a plant zombie in there with me. But they do what they do.
Now.
Alright, so my next stop, since I don't have Mr. X like on my back chasing me at the moment, the only thing that I gotta worry about is basically making it to the lab. And before we start that fight, like that will be our cutoff point, and I'll come back with you guys the next day. Ugh.
Your actions have been locked.
Yeah,
And
screw
you
it.
may be subject to this
What
delay.
the hell is up with you?
So I head over here, I grab this, and they're gonna get up, so it's no big deal. I was kind of wondering if I could just shoot the bulbs on his body and then like he stays down. But it seems like it actually worked because he's not moving. But yeah, you know. Now, I'm out of here. And yeah, there's that one over there that I really don't like. Bye bye, guy. It's actually a good thing that I did kind of kill these guys, like, early, because if I didn't, the last thing I really need is to get grabbed and whatnot, and actually lose my infinite knife, because that thing is a godsend. But you know, oh, but what I was gonna say earlier, it really slipped my mind. It was that, given with the order of this game and it being okay, Claire does this, she does that, and then Leon follows behind. There was literally only one thing that they had to do to kind of fix most of the stuff like in these later areas, and it was okay. We are going to change the just change the boss. Instead of, or at the very least, like just keep strong things, man, like in the B scenario, stuff that they really didn't do for some reason. I think it's URS, but it could be AWF. Yeah, man, it's AWS. Okay, let me get it. There we go. Okay, but specific things, man, like that could affect one playthrough to next. I mean, honestly, the first time that I actually played this on hardcore is that I actually thought that I actually thought that the reason why you didn't get a lot of packs, it was because of the fact of that I thought that it was because like that they actually carried over. It actually carried over from one character to the next, which is cool, but it didn't turn out like that. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. But here's what I do need. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. Put you over there. Yeah, and I need grenades. So did I get this other one over here? Yes, I did, which means that I'm missing either a few hand grenades, which isn't good for me. But then again, I have the mighty acid, the mighty acid rounds, and I forgot to get the blue plant in the lab. Oh boy. Yeah, doing this on hardcore, like, there is no actual extra gunpowder there. I mean, once you understand, like, I wonder what they can add to this to actually make it better story-wise. I mean, I understand that them adding more stuff to the story mode might actually be a problem, but at the same time, though, I do find it nice, though. Okay, research data, embryo growth observations, subject 449. After the G embryo was implanted in the subject, we made we made a 50 centimeter incision in the chest of the abdomen, and began our observations with the help of our medical team. The subject's consciousness level was kept between 50 lucid GCS 10. However, the subject's consciousness level deteriorated, and further observation was deemed unnecessary. The subject has been disposed of. 501. Now, this is most likely the children from the orphanage that they were working on. The G virus was administered to subject 501. 501 mutated into G and was introduced to a group of 30 test subjects. After 2 hours, 36 minutes, it was observed that all but one of the test subjects had been implanted with the embryo. All subjects were disposed of. One of the subjects broke down during experimentation and took their own life. Subjects 628 and 639. We administered the G virus to subject 628 who had shown slight resistance to the T virus. The virus was then introduced to subject 639, with whom 628 had a close relationship. 628 showed some signs of resistance but had been implanted with an embryo. After 24 minutes, T virus resistance does nothing to stop the mental deterioration caused by the G virus. So that's pretty interesting. Interesting in a sense that obviously what they were doing is fucking evil. Obviously, like all science, like in these kinds of stories are. But like the real crazy thing is that even though that they actually you might be immune to the G virus, or at least like the T virus, that this does nothing. Like once you're affected, you are infected. Like there's no getting around it. Like your brain's gonna go turn to mush, and afterwards you are just gonna really want to destroy or basically implant your loved ones with the G virus. There's nothing you can do about it, which is kind of sad actually. I had more flame rounds. I had no idea. But I'm about to make one. Where you at? Oh, I thought I had a blue-green one. I mean, yeah, but yeah, that's all I got for right now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep these. Yeah, I'm gonna save these for later. And I'm gonna bring these with me. So yeah, have everything prepared for my final, or at least not my final battle with Birkin, but one of my battles with Birkin. And looking at the time, I'm kind of strapped here, but we're gonna continue our conversations about the testing, net, everything in between, the differences between A and B that they possibly could have fixed, and also a possible co-op mode, which might actually be a good idea. And if they did it with this game, it would be super interesting, but it would require a lot of work and possibly a brand new mode. But that is what I got to say about that. I'll see you on the next John Graves show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and if you have any feedback, please tell me down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys next time. I am out.